What's up, y'all? Sparta here. So for this video, what I want to do is I want to quell a lot of this. The A14 is the strongest, most powerful chip out here once and for all. So instead of doing it on the iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max like I've already done with the 12 Pro in particular, I'm also going to do it on the iPad Pro. And apologies, the the brightness is messing with my phone here. And I also think I need to wipe my lens off, but we're not going to do that right now. So what I'm doing is I'm, rendering this clip, this 7-minute, 15, 14-second clip out to 4K 60. So it's up rendering it, and I'm seeing how long it's going to take for this. So far, it looks like it's taking just about the same amount of time to do it as the clip is. As you guys can see on the S20 here, it's at 242, whereas on here it's on 245. So it's pretty much doing it in the same amount of time that the clip, about how long the clip is. So that's really nice. So we'll see how this goes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to also, again, compare it to the V60, because when I compared it with the 12 Pro in particular, the V60 smoked it. The V60 completely smoked it in 4K 60 video rendering, whether it was in PowerDirect, well, not in PowerDirector because I was only able to do 720p, but whether it was in KineMaster, or whether I went to LumaFusion. I bought LumaFusion solely for this. I really do like the app, though. Whether it be in LumaFusion, same deal. The iPhone definitely caught up by like 5 seconds, but the V60 still beat it. And the V60 definitely still did the best out of all the phones. I would still use an iPhone for it, but overall it did really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video, and then when this is done, I'm going to come back. Okay, so as you guys can see, the iPad Air has finished it. And again, iPad Air 4, I don't know if I said that, but it's the iPad Air 4. A 7-minute and 14 clip, it chewed through it in 7 minutes and 12 seconds. So that's really nice. Again, that's a very nice job. I don't really have any sort of issues with how that is. And just to document it, I guess I'll screenshot it just so I remember. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the V60 and do the exact same thing. And I wonder if I could, I don't like that. It automatically just puts the time of the it automatically puts the time of the of how long it took on the dual screen of the record time on the dual screen. I don't necessarily like that. I wish I was able to just use the dual screen while this is happening, but it's whatever. I'm just going to switch over to the S20 FE here and just, I don't know why the focusing is not working that great, but and why it's giving me multiple focus points. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, let me switch over to the S20 FE here for recording. All right, so as you guys can see, I'm about to do the exact same clip here on the V60. Doing the exact same rendering, not going to change anything, not going to color correct or anything. It's just going to stick to the same thing. High bit rate, 4K 60. So obviously what I got to do is I got to put the phone down so I can tap the tap the start on the iPad here. So let me do that real quick. And we are off to the races. So yeah, I'll come back when it's done and I'll tell you guys how good it's done. So yeah, I'll be back. All right, so at about like 2 minutes 26 seconds, it's just hit like the halfway point on the V60. Again, another thing I wish KineMaster would do is I wish it would have like a percentage mark, like say like it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% or something like that. I wish KineMaster would indeed have that. It doesn't have that, so you kind of have to guesstimate. But around like 2 minutes 20 seconds, it hit the 50% ish mark. So that's really nice. That's something that's very good on the V60, something that I feel the V60 does very well. It chews through 4K video like it's nothing. Like it's a very nice, very, salivating steak. That's what it does with 4K high bitrate video. And just for context, this clip was recorded on the LG G8. It was in the 21:9 1080p mode that I recorded it in, and I'm upscaling it to 4K. And look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this. Look at how far it is. It's only at 3 minutes 43 seconds. Like, what is this? What is the V60, dog? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I kind of want to do the same thing on the S20 FE. I might actually add that too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download it on the S20 as well, see how well the S20 does. Theoretically, it should do as good as the V60, but the V60 has proven time and time again that it just does it. So, yeah. Why is she asking me questions about stuff I don't know? Sorry, my girlfriend just texted me asking me questions about stuff I don't know. But give me a second. I'm just gonna let it ride, let it keep chewing through this. I assume it's gonna be within like the 5-minute mark that it's gonna finish. I'd say maybe 5 minutes 10 seconds, 5 minutes 15 at the most. But it's looking like it's gonna be even quicker than that. So, oh fuck. Okay, I'm gonna say that was 5 minutes flat because I already played this game. Don't give me an ad for a game I play. So I'm gonna just say that was 5 minutes. I by mistake stopped it. So I'm gonna just say that was 5 minutes flat. That's a whole 2 minutes faster than it is on the A14 on LumaFusion. Doing the exact same clip, like I said. Up-resing it to 4K, not doing any sort of color grading or anything like that. The V60 chewed through it a whole 2 minutes faster. So that's really nice. All right, so in conclusion with these two, in terms of video rendering, the V60, what I did is I pushed it a little bit farther. What I did is I rendered the same clip another 2 times, right? And the second time I rendered the clip, it rendered the clip even faster and rendered it like, say, I think 3 seconds faster than it did initially. So it went from 5 minutes to 4 minutes 57 seconds. Then the third time is when it started to slow down a bit. And it went from that to like 6. I saved it on the iPad, so I may as well just show you guys. Shut up. 6 minutes, 48 seconds. So that's also very good. That's still like, it's still over like 20 yeah, that's still over 20 seconds faster than the iPad did it. So that's really good. That's, ooh. And this is something that is very nice when it comes to not this phone, but not just this phone, but Snapdragon 865 phones in general. The S20 FE also does very good when it comes to this, but my problem with the S20 FE is that the video rendering performance is a bit inconsistent. Sometimes it'll be faster than the V60, sometimes it'll go slower. It depends on it depends on how complex the clip is, and it also depends on how hard you were using the phone prior. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because obviously if you're using the phone heavy, but then you, after that, what you do is you go into a video editor and then you start rendering stuff, of course it should go slower. But what I'm trying to show you guys here is that even in an iPad, and even if, probably if it were the iPad Pro, maybe the iPad Pro would do better because it has a different chipset and it would probably render video even faster. I kind of want to check that, but obviously I don't have an iPad Pro. I'm mainly just talking about comparing it between A14, a chip that's in the iPhones of this year, which I've already compared it to the iPhone 12 Pro. So that's something that you guys have already seen. And comparing the Snapdragon 865. This is something that's really important because of the fact that the 888 is coming out soon, and it's not really going to be a gigantic leap in terms of performance. It's mainly giving you a good, very good amount of performance while saving battery life. That's very good. But it's not giving you some sort of like gigantic leap in terms of performance. So people that, keep their phones for longer, a Snapdragon 865 phone is still going to serve you very well. It's still going to do a very good job at chewing through all these videos, rendering all this stuff, recording 4K video unlimited, putting them in a timeline, color correcting them if you need to do that, and then rendering them out in a good amount of time, and then putting them out onto YouTube or whatever. These devices do a very good job. V60 and S20 FE, I would say, are tied, right? I would most definitely say they're tied in terms of their performance when it comes to this stuff. I still lean V60 mainly because of the fact that it's more consistent with this performance. That's pretty much it. Like, it is just very consistent. Like, the second time around, it still manages to render the video faster. And it just takes for the third time and the phone heating up a little bit to, well, not heating up, that sounds very bad, warming up a little bit for it to just get closer to the iPhones, or iPhone, I keep saying this, I'm going to just say A14, the A14's rendering times, but still beat it at the same time. That's very impressive. This is Sparta. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for support. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys feel about this. I will still say the iPhone, I keep saying iPhone, the iPad Air, for me personally, is still the better option when it comes to it's still the better option when it comes between iPad and iPhone when it comes to content creation in general. Because when you look at the timeline here on LumaFusion, look at how big this canvas is. Look at how huge this is. A 10.9-inch display. This looks really good. So, in terms of, video content creation and stuff like that, this is the way to go over an iPhone, in my personal opinion, because you just get more space and it feels less claustrophobic. Even if you go with a 12 Pro Max, it feels cramped. This is very nice. This is something that's very good, in my personal opinion, and why I'll definitely still use it to do that, because there are times where you don't want to use your main phone to render all of this stuff, and I definitely feel that the iPad will take it solely because I don't want all that storage getting taken up on my phone. That's pretty much it. But the V60 still stomps it overall. But like I said, let me know in the comment section what you guys feel about this. The Sparta thing, guys, for watching. Thanks for support. Hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday or whatever time of day it is in the area. Have a good one.